Good morning, it's Vlogmas day 4. It only took me 3 days to mess up my Vlogmas because last night couldn't get the dogs off me. So some of the video you see in day 4 will refer to day 3 because it was supposed to be done yesterday. So that'll be on for today. We apologize for any inconveniences this may have caused. Good morning, it's Vlogmas day 3. As you can see, I'm not dressed yet. I have on my owl pajamas. I was coming in to get ready to go out because I have some shopping to do. Not shopping, shopping. I don't go shopping, I go shopping. Okay, and I looked in the closet for a coat. I haven't had a winter coat in years. I just usually wear heavy fleece hoodies because I'm usually quite warm. But the last few weeks I've been cool. I'm noticing I'm cooling down. Maybe that's, I have an approaching birthday. It's not a milestone, but it's close. And maybe that's a result of the advanced aging. Anyway, I'm here in my bedroom. I'm here in my bedroom to get dressed. This is like the way my days go. I've been hanging around waiting for Susan to eat her medicine food so I could give her antibiotic pill, but she's not cooperating today. And it's getting late. It's like, I don't know, it is 9:43. Usually I'm home by now if I have to go shopping because I always go to the stores that open the earliest. Well, anyway, I was looking in our coat closet because I thought this coat was in there, but it wasn't. But we found some other coat, size small. We don't know whose it is. I'm donating that to Goodwill because I don't know where that coat came from. But then I found this in my closet, and it's a pretty good winter coat. It's kind of, so I tried it on, and it's not the best. It's okay, but the problem is, it must be from the 80s because it's got these giant shoulders. And I don't want to wear the giant shoulders. So what I am doing is looking to see if I can cut open the seams and pull out the shoulder pads and kind of like upcycle it. I'm hoping I'm going to be able to. See, it's very difficult to get into these stitches. Most manufacturers leave, if you sew, you know this. Most manufacturers leave an outside seam in the sleeve that is stitched so that you can, it's just zip stitches, that you can pull out and get into the construction of the garment. But this is, probably made in China or something, and they don't abide by general accepted practices of tailoring. So I'm going to try to get this open. It shouldn't be too bad. Once you start it, that's the whole thing. I used to work in alterations for myself out of the house when I was pregnant for Allison. So we're talking 40 years ago. Okay, but, oh no, double seam. But when I did, the actual alteration is nothing. People want you to fix a zipper, take up a hem, take in some pants, let out some pants. Whatever the alteration to the garment is usually quite simple. Like I can put in a zipper pretty quickly. However, especially in jeans, the deconstruction of a garment is the worst. It takes forever. So when you first start doing alterations for people, you have to understand that it is the taking apart that is god-awful. I do this. I used to just make a cup of coffee, have a trusty seam ripper, and I'll tell you, the sharper the seam ripper, the better, because just like with a knife, my father always told me, never cook with a dull knife. You're more apt to slip and cut yourself. I used to work in a twisting mill, twisting filament into yarn. And when I worked there, we had to do a lot of cutting. And we cut with like box cutters is basically what we did. And what I used to do is buy my blades by the 100, because each night I would change my blade 3 to 4 times, because all it takes is one bad cut and you're healing forever. So, all right, it's coming open. So what I do is, it doesn't matter if you buy a cheap seam ripper, because they always have them for $1, like at Walmart, and I'll buy 4 or 5 when I go do my groceries every so often. And then I have them because for $1 you can throw them away. All right, let's see what we've got here. We have da-da-da-da, the famous shoulder pad that we do not want in here anymore. So this part isn't as bad. I can just cut this out with scissors because it's lined, but one moment, I'm going to go get the scissors and we'll make fast work of this. Back the same day. It's still day 3. I have been known to abandon projects at any given moment for any given reason. So, back to where we were. We were on this shoulder pad. It even has, I don't know why it has this on it. Or maybe that marked, yes, this marked the center. I always try to determine why things are the way they are. All right, here's where it's stitched onto the garment, the part that I can't just easily cut off. Get that part off. All right. And this, very good. Now, I could continue to just cut that off that way, but why bother? I have my trusty pinking shears. Ta-da! Viscose. Okay. And I am just going to double check that I'm not cutting the sleeve or the lining. I am not. Always check. Because sometimes you're pretty confident, but you were wrong. And I'm going to just cut along the seam line with pinking shears so it won't unravel. Can't be afraid to cut, even if you find out it's wrong. Hey, it's a coat I don't wear anyway. All right, and now the other side. Probably can't see this. Right along the seam, so it's nice and straight. There's the culprit. Don't need that on my shoulder. Let's see how it looks. Flat, flat. Give it a try. Kind of fluffy. Which one did I cut? This is the one I cut. Let's see how it looks. Better off in my big mirror. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, I think, well, is it much of a difference? I think after I wash it, because it's a washable jacket, I think I'll feel much better with, I'm sorry you won't be able to see it. I'll feel much better with this shoulder compared to the big shoulder. Let's see if you can see the difference. See, that one kind of goes straight out and down. This one just slopes with the slope of my shoulder. Okay. I love it when something goes to plan. This could be my winter coat this year. Maybe. Maybe I'll grow into it. It's a size small. I'm not a size small, believe me. I buy large and extra large. But because it's a coat and I don't button them, I'll get by with it. Till I lose the weight, which I always say, oh, I'll be fine when I lose the weight. See you later. So here it is. I have both shoulder pads out. And this seam is relatively nice and neat. And I just stick that back into the jacket. And it's just a matter of hand stitching this back together, which is like zip, zip, zip. Or what you can do is you can just put it together just like this and just put it onto your sewing machine, this down on the bed, and put a basting stitch, a machine basting stitch along there. And then if you ever have to open it up again, you have an easy opening spot. Either way. But both shoulders are done. And let me just say, I'm not trying to diss the 80s and the shoulder pads. I loved them when they were in style. I kind of still love them, but I try not to wear them. Yeah, I got this wonderful trench coat downstairs that's low, almost down to like my ankles. And it's got these big shoulder pads in it. And I made, oh, you're getting a view of my bed. See what I have on my bed? A shower curtain. A shower curtain and a fuzzy blanket on top of my quilt, because in case my dog has an accident on the bed at night. Although we haven't been sleeping here because too much trouble. And we've just been nodding out on the couch. But anyway, that's the end of the shoulder pads. It's Friday morning, Friday, and we're taking a trip to Wright's Dairy. Huh, Molly? Huh, Zuzu? Going for a ride in the car. Go for a ride in the car.
That must be video. Okay, now I want video.
And then press the red button or the white button.
Why?
Let's see.
It's going.
Oh, good. Thank you. Dennis is helping me.
No, it's not good. Okay.
It's not over. Good?
Yeah.
We're on our way to Wright's Dairy. Very close to us. It's in North Smithfield, Rhode Island. I live in Woonsocket, Rhode Island. And here we are. The main entrance. As you can see, those are all the little calf barns or whatever they call them.
Those are terrible.
I know. That's gross. And here's a barn with cows. I guess there's a lot of barns with cows. And they have milking. Let's see. I think every day at 3 o'clock or something. So here's the store proper. More barns. This isn't handicapped. I'll park right here. On the side of this Toyota.
Please, you don't think I'm videoing around.
No, you can stop now. I'll do it inside. You come. And in the summer, that's where you get the ice cream, homemade Wright's ice cream.